All right, so many thanks for staying with us. It's now time for us to get some updates of business stories. And this afternoon, let's keep our focus on energy. And while we're talking about energy, let's settle around the Ghana Gas Project. Indeed, when is the project actually going to commence and be operational so that we will start processing gas in commercial quantity? We have some updates this afternoon, and here the Energy Ministry has indicated the Ghana Gas Processing Plant at Abuaze will be completed by September 2014. Now, after several delays, the Chief Director at the Ministry of Energy, Thomas Akabza, says the ministry will ensure the processing plant is operational by the end of the new date set.
And the frustration of consumers everywhere when you are not getting, first of all, value for money. Certainly some frustrations set in. There are frustrations with Ghana Gas in terms of timeline, and sometimes there are externalities that are far beyond your control. And these are some of the reasons. And when you are told that, well, your money will be available at this time, in order to be sincere to your population, you come and tell them that, well, we will have this completed at this time. Unfortunately, it's turning into a story that nobody believes. But I think that we're getting there. The minister's time of September is the most credible to take.
So away from energy, we cannot talk about agriculture. And here, let us try to find out how we can ensure food security by adopting modern mechanisms in agricultural production. Now, government has initiated a system called the Protected Modernized Agriculture. Well, the new program is being piloted in Kede and expected to be rolled out by the end of the year. The initiative is expected to attract the youth to agriculture and improve the quality of produce.
Poor quality of agricultural goods, high transport costs, limited access to finance and market information, and appropriate policies have been identified as challenges to smallholder farming in Africa. The Minister of Food and Agriculture, Clement Kofi Humado, speaking at the West African Market Access Grantee meeting in Accra, said the ministry would incorporate the protected system into the University of Ghana's agricultural program.
The university is putting together an extension manual or brochure, and we'll use that to deploy some of these systems to the agricultural colleges so that our students in these schools would have that opportunity for training before even they come out. And when they come out, we will be setting up centers of excellence where groups of youth will be deployed to work in protected systems agriculture.
The Alliance for Green Revolution in Africa, AGRA, contends that developing marketplaces and warehousing systems would assure higher returns to farmer investment. AGRA is also rolling out a mitigation program to help small-scale farmers in the northern part of Ghana.
So you can say our competitiveness is not as high in some crops, and so what we do, you go for what you have a comparative advantage. What can we do best? These countries cannot produce cocoa, so we do it here in Africa. They can't produce coffee, or in coffee markets we are competitive, in tea, in other horticulture, and even in livestock. So what Africa is doing is taking what is good at and trying to perfect that. But most important for us is to make sure that we can feed ourselves.
All right, so we came to you live from Adesanwe just before I exit. Let us just quickly touch on the markets. Yesterday we talked about the stock exchange and we would want to find out how the market's activities are going to close. Of course, around 5:30 we'll bring you all those details. But before then, let's just see trading against yesterday, some equities that they trade. So we had Ghana Commercial Bank, EcoBank, and Societe Generale, as well as UT Bank. You realize the financials are the ones moving on the market now. So a little bit of Ghana Commercial Bank just opening yesterday's market at 4 Ghana cedis 44 pesos and then closing at 4 Ghana cedis 85 pesos. Just telling investors that the equity is still stronger on the market. They made a significant gain of 41 pesos. Now, if you move to EcoBank Ghana, they've done magnificently well, especially in and around this time with significant profits in their annual reports. You could see that the equity is still gaining strength over time. 6 Ghana cedis, 56 pesos. That's the price at which it opened yesterday and closed at 6 Ghana cedis, 80 pesos. Well, one talk about Societe Generale Somat, they are now SG Ghana, but UT Bank just did a marginal dip on their market, opening at 37 pesos. It closed at 35 pesos, just a marginal decline of 2 pesos. Well, my name is Quick Kutam, and we'll join you later in the day at 4:30. We'll bring you some more updates in business, and then later on at 5:30, we'll give you a feel of what will come ahead in News 360. Just before then, if you're looking for that station that will telecast the World Cup like no other, then of course you're talking to TV3. My name is Quick Kutam.